Key number 3 is all about being helpful and providing value. What kind of tips do you have here, Dave?
I think this is the big thing, right? Like, again, the reason we're doing any of this stuff is really to be helpful and stay top of mind, right? Because we want, when people go looking for what it is that we offer, or the other one that we don't often think about is when somebody asks somebody that may be connected with you, hey, do you know anybody that does such and such? You want to be the first person that people think of. And it can get old really quick. I often equate it to this idea of, when you have that friend that always comes around when they need something from you, but they're never there when you need something or in return or something like that, right? And so they're always asking of you versus giving to you, right? And that can get really old really quick. And oftentimes we can fall into this trap of, I'm going to promote the things that my business has, and I'm going to, not that you shouldn't be promoting, you should, but you have to find the right balance between giving people helpful information, keeping them engaged, because not everybody's ready to buy something all of the time. It's really the big lesson here. And so you really want to think about, how do you talk about things that your audience is going to be listed in? And I use that term audience, right? Your customers, who are the people, right? Like that you want to capture and get their attention, right? And so, what are the things or questions that they may have? Can you provide resources on how to do something? Think of yourself as a helpful guide, right? Like, I think this is a good way to think of it, because you're there to kind of guide people along when they might have questions in your particular industry, whatever that is. And so, when you start thinking about blog posts that we talked about earlier, the articles that you can create, you can think of tips, right? Maybe it's like 5 things you should do in preparation for the winter storm or something like that, right? I'm making that up, but now you've got, here are 5 things that then now you could take each one of those 5 things and share those out as social posts,